Hi guys, before the US presidential election, a bunch of voters organized a group called Muslims for Trump. They believed that Joe Biden and Kamala Harris were not doing enough to stand up for the rights of the people of Gaza. They instead were of the idea that Trump and Trump alone would be the man who finally put the Palestinians first. Well, that hasn't worked out too well, and CNN met two voters, both of whom backed Agent Orange, and while one is reconsidering his vote, another thinks Trump still does care. Insane stuff. Have a listen.
Days before the last presidential election, Donald Trump was the invited guest at the Great Commoner restaurant in Dearborn, Michigan. Albert Abbas says he extended that invitation, a decision he is now reflecting on, given all that has happened in the last 24 hours.
Many in the community are at a loss for words. Last night was a very rough night for most of us.
Abbas is Arab American and one of a number of Democrats who voted for Trump. Abbas says he hoped Trump would do more than President Joe Biden did to help Palestinians suffering in Gaza.
The U.S. will take over the Gaza Strip.
But after Trump said Palestinians should leave Gaza so it can be redeveloped, Abbas says not only does he feel betrayed, he's hearing from a number of people angered over his past support of Trump.
People were really frustrated. And I don't think there's anyone to blame. At the end of the day, as Arab Americans or Muslims, we really didn't have much of a choice.
Dearborn, a Detroit suburb, is home to the largest Arab American population in the United States, a community which helped Trump carry the critical swing state. He won 42% of the vote in Dearborn versus Vice President Harris with 36% and Jill Stein with 18%. In 2020, Biden handily carried the city with 69%. Faye Nimmer voted for Trump in 2024 out of frustration over the previous administration's support of Israel. Now, she is troubled by the president's proposal to move Palestinians out of Gaza.
I mean, it's very concerning and it's infuriating.
Personal feelings, you're infuriated, but standing by your decision for now to have voted for Trump.
Correct.
And what would move that needle for you to say, you know what, I made a mistake?
Palestine is the red line for this community.
Nimmer says she suspects Trump is bluffing and is using his proposal as some sort of negotiating tactic.
What the hell is wrong with these people? Trump is bluffing. It's a negotiating tactic. Negotiating for what? And the previous guy feels betrayed. Betrayed? How can you feel betrayed when you knew what he was actually about? Donald Trump, the guy who wanted a Muslim ban when he was president, or before he became president. The last time around, Donald Trump wanted a Muslim ban. Donald Trump moved the US Embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem to pander to Benjamin Netanyahu. Look, he had laid his cards on the table. You should have known what he was like. How can you turn around now and say, oh my God, I was betrayed? Betrayed? The writing was on the frigging wall. He told you what he was like. We knew what he was like. He surrounded himself with people who are pro-Israel. He surrounded himself with fundamentalist Christians who don't believe that Palestinians actually exist. Mike Huckabee, for example, the new ambassador to Israel. A guy who believes in end times, a crazy individual, a religious fundamentalist. And then you voted for Trump. Like they also said here, well, there was no option. No, there was an option. There was the lesser of the two evils, or there was the idea of staying at home. I never understood this argument that people make. Well, look, I don't like Biden, I don't like Trump, but I'm going to vote for Trump because I don't like Biden. Stay at home. Don't vote. There's no obligation on you to vote. If you're not happy with the candidates, and this is something really important for you, then why are you throwing your support behind somebody who has demonstrated time after time that they don't give a flying F about the people of Palestine? They don't give a crap about the people of Gaza. They have sided always with Netanyahu. Like, did anyone honestly believe? Like, what was their motivation here? I don't like what Kamala Harris is presenting. I don't like what Joe Biden is doing. So I'm going to vote for the other guy. instead of actually staying at home or not voting or voting, holding my nose because I think it would be better to have Joe Biden because of other issues. But no, you can't turn around now and say that you are betrayed when you should have known exactly what this guy was like. He had told you a Muslim ban, moving the embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem. I don't know, these people are hopeless.